Hi. So recently I rebuilt one of my generators actually, and Luke is involved in rebuilding something of his, and of course it made me think about something that I thought I would share with you, and that is to do with the state of things when you make them. You know, you make something to the best of your ability and you're not actually very good at it, then it looks a bit rubbish, and you can get a bit upset about that. You can think, hey, well, I haven't done a particular job, and why did I bother, and all that sort of stuff. Because learning goes on when you do this stuff. And if you're making something to the best of your ability and it's not very good, it's still something to be hugely proud of, because you've done your best, and that's really what matters. It doesn't matter that the thing isn't as good as a professional job. You've still done your best. And let's face it, even those professionals were rubbish when they first started. I mean, Michelangelo had no chance at all of carving David when he was 2. Everybody begins by knowing nothing. And the problem with it, of course, is when you do something and people look at it, they go, that's not very good, a professional could do that much better. And yes, they could, but the person who says that has completely missed the point. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not whining about it. It's not boo-hoo, poor me, people tell me horrible things. I don't care. I've got unbelievable arrogance, really, in where I think I can learn absolutely anything. And that's just a particular bent of mine. And what I think is that not everybody is as insufferably arrogant as me. And when somebody says that's not very good, it can have a negative effect on you. And really, I'm just sharing these experiences and sharing these ideas to help with that negative effect. Me personally, it doesn't really bother me that much. But that's because it's something else I've learned over the years. Everything, to my mind, requires learning. So when you first do something, and you're first starting out, don't expect it to be absolutely brilliant. It isn't going to be. All it really needs to be is the best that you can do. When you do the best you can do, and you look back on it and think, oh, I could have done that better. Well, of course you could have done it better. You just had this huge learning experience by doing it in the first place. And there's nothing wrong with redoing something, because you will do it better and more learning will go on. But equally, if you do something and it's in inverted commas not very good, that doesn't matter either. It only matters that you tried your best, and that is the best that you could do at the time, and that you learned from it. If that stuff is what's going on and somebody says, oh, that's not very good, then to be honest, you should dismiss that comment. Because that person has no understanding of anything at all and probably has never done anything themselves. Anybody who does stuff knows. So when I look at stuff that people do and it's not very good, but I know they've put a lot of effort in, I'll applaud it. I love it. I think it's brilliant. And I equally know that when they do it again, they're going to do a much better job. I mean, you just saw me do that with the wind generator. 1 month ago, I couldn't weld for jack. I'm not saying I'm a perfect welder, but my welding's a lot better than it was a month ago, because that's when I picked up the welding machine. And the main thing, of course, is to pick it up and give it a go. Don't expect brilliant things. There won't be brilliant things. And it's the same thing about decisions you make. When you make decisions about something, then if you make the decision to the best of your ability at the time, it's a good decision. If later on it's proven to be an inappropriate decision, that doesn't really matter. At the time, it was the best decision you could make, and that makes it a good decision. It's the same thing with making things. At the time you made them, if it was the best you could make, it's a glorious job. If you then learn something from it and do a better job, well, you're just moving on to being an expert, aren't you? If you don't do that, of course, you will never get there. I tend to think that the people who look at a piece of work understand that that work is the best of a person's ability at the time and still downgrade it. They're the kind of people who've never done anything in their lives. So I just want to share that with you, because it will be something that you come across. It's something that everybody comes across. It's something I've come across in my entire life. People giving you negative feedback on things. It's really a shame for them, not for you. If you're doing your best and you do a job and you look back on that job and think it is no longer any good because you could do better, well, you're right, but you still should be proud of the job that you did. Anyway, I thought I'd share those ideas with you. I hope they were of interest, and thank you very much for watching.